Probably everywhere.
Not seeing as much as feeling that when you pray, He is there listening.
So I think just out in the world I see things that can be related back to God or Jesus. But quite frankly, I bet there's many times I don't, most times I really don't recognize it.
I can't really put the word seeing into perspective that way.
There is a time every week when I am aware that I am seeing God, and that is when the kids leave for Faith Creek and they come skipping up the aisle. I mean, I see God in the face of every one of those little kids.
But we are growing things of the creation, and if you can't see God in the flowers, then there's a problem.
For me, I mean, it's music. That's the thing that comes to mind the most for me.
I think definitely in the way that my life has turned out. I definitely see God showing Himself to me through my life and getting me to the place where I'm supposed to be so that I can do what He wants me to do.
I think that it's something that you kind of recognize in the past tense.
I think there are people that we see and we know that we're loved or cared for, and it isn't until maybe later I'm thinking, oh, you know, I really needed that.
You know, I think it's a situation that you experience something and then you're able to reflect on it and say, wait a minute, there was something happening there.
And there was something more to it. You know, maybe God sent that person to us for a reason.
There have been occasions when I've managed to get it right and didn't really know that I had until some years later when somebody said, remember when this happened? You know, that had a big effect on me.
Or people we find out later who have died, and we hear stories about their concern for us.
I think there are definitely experiences that we have and don't realize fully what they are until they're done.
When we were starting out, and how they would purposely spend more money than they needed to help us keep going until we could make it.
And I think at the moment I didn't realize, oh, that's God at work.
And we never really knew that was occurring. So, lots of blessings that you don't see or recognize right away.
It didn't seem like that big of a deal to me at the time, but looking back on it, I realized how special it was to those kids.
I think that's one of the great things, is being able to recognize it later and go, wow, you know, what a surprise. Yeah.
No. I'm sure they don't. I'm not a saint, so...
Okay, I think, or I'd like to think, that people see Jesus in me, in how I treat people with respect and care and dignity.
Gee, you know, I would like to think so, but I'm not sure.
I'm out there to, if I can help somebody, I will help them.
On the occasions when I am able to get it right and seize an opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life, you know, maybe then.
I think so. I think that it might be, I think there may be a few more intermediaries in between, in particular with my work.
You know, maybe, you know, they might see, you know, Jesus or God in me in helping them, but beyond that, I really don't have a good answer.
My job is to take something that someone else wrote, and sometimes I think that people are able to connect.
I hope so.
Again, going back to that same word, be affected by what it is that we do.
I mean, hopefully I can be the hands and feet of Christ, and that people will see Christ in me and through my actions and what I say.
And in a way that they probably aren't able to do in their normal lives.
I think that's the goal of every Christian, is to show Jesus to the world.
Interesting question. Give me a second.